Hey guys, Marissa at KitchenTableStamper.com. Today I've got this fun farmer's market fruit crate for you. I was cruising Amazon looking for the perfect treat for this crate. It's about 3 inches wide and about 1.5 deep, about 1.5 tall. And I wanted a cute filling that wouldn't break the bank. I knew it had to be something kind of large because of the size of this crate. So I found these awesome candy fruits. You get 6 fruits in a bag. You get 3 bags on Amazon, and 3 fruits fills up this crate just perfect. And they've got sour candy powder like pixie sticks in it. So they're cute and they're kind of fun. It was the perfect find for me. I'll put an Amazon link for you on the blog and on YouTube below the video. All right, let's talk about the Stampin' Up! Supplies that you need to make this fun little crate. I've got 2 trims. I've got some gingham ribbon in Night of Navy and linen thread. Lots of dies for this project. I've got the wood crate framelits, and you can bundle that with the Wood Words stamp set that I used for this project. And we're gonna cut this crate in just a minute, so I'll leave that here. We're also using a little tag die from this set. Look at all the little accessory pieces that come with too, that coordinate with the stamps. I'm just loving this, and to get this cute little farmer's market effect, this set is fabulous. We're using the stitched shapes, the smallest little circle, and the layering circles, the smallest little scallop that coordinates with that stitched circle. Stampin' pads for the project, Calypso Coral and Night of Navy. Okay, let's go through the consumable supplies here. You need 2 sheets of the Wood Textures Designer Series paper. This is a 6x6 stack from Stampin' Up! I've been through this on another video, like all the different wood textures that are in there, so it won't take much time on it. But I've got 2 6x6 sheets that coordinate, that match each other. You want 2 of the same. And we're going to cut half of the crate from each of those sheets. I've already done 1/2, so that's the other sheet. I've got 11 inches of that Night of Navy gingham, 7 inches of the linen thread, and then we've got a couple of little die cuts here. Whisper White, if you had a 2x3 piece, you could get both of these little die cuts out, and then a 2x2 square of Calypso Coral cut with that tiny little scallop die. The other thing that's important for this project is you'll need a clear bag, and I was having some trouble with the right size for this and realized that if you take a Stampin' Up! Medium clear envelope and cut the tab off, you get the perfect size bag for this crate. The 6x8 bag is too wide and the 2x8 bag is too narrow, so the solution is to take a medium envelope, cut the glue tab off, and you're left with this clear bag that's about 4¼ by 5½, a little bit bigger than that, and it's perfect for these fruit and it's perfect size for the crate. All right, I'm gonna get the big shot and we'll cut the other half of this crate and assemble. Okay, so I've got my big shot here with the magnetic platform and 2 cutting pads. We're going to pop this 6x6 paper into the machine and then add the crate so that it's against the bottom and the far left edge as close as possible. That will leave us with the biggest scrap of this wood textures paper as possible, and then we can have a nice piece that we can use in another project. Okay, so there's the other half of our crate. To assemble the crate, you'll need some tear and tape and a bone folder. And what you want to do is crease each of the folds with the bone folder so you get a nice crisp fold. Now there's 2 sides to your wood textures paper, so you want to make sure that both of them have the same pattern out. So I'm going to fold it in, and I'm folding it in the wrong way first. I find that I get a cleaner and a more crisp corner that way. So first inside out and then right side in. And then any distress happens inside of the box on the crease. Paper fibers stretch when you fold, and sometimes you can see the stretching through the pattern. So when you fold it inside out first and then back right side in, you get the cleanest crease that you can possibly have. All right, I'm going to do the same thing with this other half of the crate. Okay guys, I've got both of the crate pieces. They are, I've worked all the scores, and I've added some adhesive to the two tabs. I've got some tear and tape, and you're going to add a strip to all 4 tabs. All right, then for assembly, what you want to do is peel the release on one of the halves, both tabs, and with the tear and tape, it's 1/4 inch, and so are the tabs. So if you have any adhesive that's flowing over, you just want to fold it onto itself. And then you want to adhere the 2 pieces of the crate. Notice how the adhesive is on the front side, the side that I want showing out on my crate. And we're going to adhere this top tab from the one piece to this handle piece of the second. Now you want to adhere it so that the bottom right corner lines up and the handle piece bumps up just a little bit, just like it does on the die. Okay, now I'm going to remove the release paper from the other side of the crate. And we've got the sticky tabs again. So we want to check and see any adhesive that flows over. We're going to fold onto itself. And then we're going to bring this side of the handle over and stick it in to the adhesive. Now we've got our crate. What we want to do next is get some tear and tape, a nice strip about 3 inches long or so, and we're going to add that to the bottom of this tab. Now we've got a sticky strip across here and one on each tab. So let's fold this tab in and start creating the bottom of the box. There we go. Now this one's going to have to tuck in down the side. So I tuck that in, burnish that adhesive, and there's our little crate. Oh, just adorable, and I love that wood texture paper. It really adds a nice effect. Okay, let's get some Stampin' Pierce mat and some ink pads and do our stamping. All right, I have Night of Navy and Calypso Coral ink pads, and the first thing I'm going to do is grab this big floral spray image that comes in the Woodwards, and I'm going to ink it with Calypso Coral, and then I'm going to stamp off. Now I'm going to stamp on my little circle, and we're going to get a very light Calypso Coral floral impression there. Then using the Night of Navy ink pad, we're going to ink up our little rooster image and stamp him right on over those flowers. And we're going to stamp thank you on the tag. We want to stamp the thank you to the left a little bit of center on the tag, because then we have room for a bitty little heart here. From that 2x2 Calypso Coral scrap that you cut the scallop circle out of, you want to punch a little bitty heart, and I used my cookie builder punch for that bitty heart. I've got some Tombow Mono Multi adhesive. I'm going to put a little dot of glue right after the thank you sentiment. I kind of like think of it kind of like punctuation. It's like the period at the end of the sentence there. And we're going to just drop that heart in that bit of glue. Okay. We can set that aside to dry for just a second while we put together our little bag of fruits. Okay, so to make the bag fit our fruits nicely and to also make it fit in the crate nicely, we're going to take the bag and we're going to open it up. And we're going to pinch the corners. So see, now it's kind of like a cat or a Batman. See the ears that we've just created? I know it's hard to see on a clear bag, but we've got those little ears. Now we want to grab our tear and tape again, and we're gonna take off about, I don't know, maybe, what is that, about 1/2 inch of tear and tape, times 2, 1 for each of those corners. And we're going to add them on the little cat's ear right here. On the seam, you want to put it right on that bottom seam of the bag, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, so then we'll peel the release. And we're gonna fold the bag in so that the seams all line up and smush down that adhesive. Same thing here, we're gonna peel the release, and let me show you one more time. See how the bottom seam goes up the little ear? We're gonna put our hands in and fold down so that the seam lines up all the way along. Now we've got a cute little flat bottom bag. So we're gonna add our fruits. 3 fruits works great. And in each bag of these fruits, you get a grape, 2 strawberries, a peach, a lime, and an orange. Really stinking cute. Now we'll use that piece of gingham ribbon to close up the bag. So here you wanna tie a nice tight anchor knot. That really grabs hold. Okay, then we're gonna slide the tag onto the linen thread. What we'll do is we'll fold our linen thread in half. We'll take the loop, bring it through front to back, and then we'll take the tails and bring them through the loop. Now at this point, we're gonna try to just keep one of those little linen thread tails in the gingham ribbon. So see where the linen thread is? We're gonna loop up, kind of hold it in there over the top, then tuck that ribbon you brought over the top in and pull. Now I'm holding the center of the knot and pulling the tails so I can adjust the size of the bow. And you see that? We've got our little linen thread sandwiched in the bow. Now, we'll take the tails of the linen thread and wrap them over your finger. So you've got a loop here. This is a thread knot. And we're gonna put the tails back through that loop you just made. So when you've got both tails through, then you just pull the knot nice and snug. And careful so you don't tear your tag. I almost tore my tag. We're going to trim off the ends here. Make this linen thread nice and tidy. So there's our treats, our little thank you tag. If you need to, this is where you're gonna just trim the ends of the ribbon and make it pretty. And we can tuck our treat inside the crate. See how nice that fits? It fits the treats perfectly, and it works great in the Stampin' Up! Wood crate. All right, then what we need to do here is adhere our rooster to the scallop. I'm using the multi-purpose liquid. Center that. It's gonna have the bittiest little border around. Now we're gonna grab some dimensional adhesive, and I'm gonna get some of this from the edge of a sheet. I'm gonna take off about 3 little bumps of it. We wanna make sure it's not any wider than our rooster. We're gonna put it right on that center plank on our crate. We want it centered right to left. Mine isn't, so I'm gonna scoot it over. All right, expose the release. And then add our little rooster, make sure his feet are down and he looks good. He's not walking uphill or downhill. And there we go. There's our little fruit crates. Aren't they adorable? Okay, if you've got any questions about this project, if there's anything Stampin' Up! I can do for you, email me, Marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. Thanks for watching.